The Hyundai Ioniq 5 and the Ioniq 6 have been reduced in price both in Australia and in the United States, and I'm going to guess in Europe probably as well. Discounts are pretty big. In Australia, the discounts are even bigger than in the US at up to $38,000. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel. I'm Sam Evans. You're watching the Electric Viking. YouTube's new algorithm means that you're often not getting all of our videos in your feed. There's 7,500. I'm pretty sure you're probably not seeing a lot of them. In the description, there is a link to our newsletter. Click on that and you can get an update every day of all the latest news in the electric car industry. Let's first look at the US prices, then the Australian prices. So you can fast forward if you want, if you're from Australia, or if you're from the US, check out these prices, pretty good. Nearly $10,000 discount on the Ioniq 5. The savings depend on the model. So the Ioniq 5 rear-wheel drive standard range model now starts at $35,000. It's one of the most affordable EVs on the market, and it's actually a good car. I think it's really good. Hyundai will continue to offer the $7,500 cash incentive for the current 2025 models through the end of October, they say. The price changes reflect Hyundai's commitment to affordability and its long-term EV strategy, said the company. And they also say that higher sales and local production have helped Hyundai cut costs, which is now passing on to buyers. I don't think they're making money on these cars at these prices. So I think they're actually really good deals for consumers. The Ioniq 5 is having its best third quarter, or just had its best third quarter sales to date, increasing sales numbers by 90% year over year, with nearly 22,000 sold in the last 3 months. That's in the US alone. In September, Hyundai sold 41,000 Ioniq 5 models in the US, a 35% increase compared to the same period in 2024. That's phenomenal sales numbers. So looking at these prices, here's a price chart showing you the discount pricing. 2025 price for the base model standard range was $42,600. It's now $35,000. Price reduction of $7,600. Better deal though, Ioniq 5 SE rear-wheel drive, $46,650, discounted by $9,000 to $37,500. Or the Ioniq 5 SEL rear-wheel drive, that is discounted by $9,800, from $49,600 down to $39,800. That's really good value. Plus monthly leasing starting at $250 for the Ioniq 5 SEL rear-wheel drive, $300. That gets, by the way, 318 miles of range. The base model, probably not so great. It's only got 245 miles of range. So yeah, big discounts there all across the entire lineup. Getting to the Australian news here, Hyundai are offering up to $35,000 off new Ioniq 6 sedans and some discounting on the Ioniq 5. Australian prices of the Ioniq 6 have been slashed by huge sums. You can now get one for 50,000 Australian dollars drive away. That's like 32,000 US dollars. That's down from its price of 71,500 before on-road costs. Huge discount. That means ends up being $30,000 to $35,000 discount depending on which model you get. But these are for my 23. This is for 2023 models because there's still stock sitting around in showrooms from 2023 model year. Anyway, you can get a discount of $20,000 if you get the car through finance as well. So they want you to get onto their finance deals and then they'll give you a big discount. So far this year, in Australia, Ioniq 6 sales have fallen 72%. So yeah, basically all stock of the 2023 or MY 2023 Ioniq 6 has been discounted by between 30 to 35,000 Australian dollars. So big discounts for all of those models. Now there are also some drive-away discounts in Australia for the Hyundai Ioniq 5. Nothing like the huge discounts you're going to see in the United States though, unfortunately. Now, comparing the sales of Hyundai for the Ioniq 6 in Australia and worldwide, it's been a bit of a sales flop. Sales have declined 72% compared to the same period last year. They sold 93 for all of this year in Australia, which is a pretty disappointing number, especially when Tesla has sold 5,416 Model 3s in the country. BYD have sold 5,300 BYD Seals. So that's the competition, yeah? And as you can see, those numbers are not great. But right now, I think the pricing is worth it. If you look at the Ioniq 6 Dynamic, the base model for $50,000 drive away, gets a standard rear-wheel drive, 168 kilowatt, 310 newton meters, 614 kilometers of range on European WLTP testing, 7.4 seconds, 0 to 100. The Technique model for 55,000 drive away. That also is very heavily discounted. Then you got the Epic, that's the all-wheel drive version. That's 60,000 Australian dollars. That'll do 0 to 100 in, I believe, 5.1 seconds, gets around 519 kilometers of range. Here's the thing though, the base model seems like a decent price, 614 kilometers of range. That's actually a lot of range for $50,000. That's worth considering. Of course, you'll have to consider that now in comparison to Tesla's new Model Y rear-wheel drive long range with 750 kilometers of range. But that's a fair bit more expensive. Drive away is about 15,000 Australian dollars more. So I think this is actually maybe the longest range EV for the price per dollar you can buy in Australia right now for $50,000, which is basically the equivalent of getting one for $45,000. It's quite a good price. Well, guys, what do you think? Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments. Thanks for watching. The Sydney EV International Motor Show. If you want to get a 50% discount on your tickets, all you got to do, click the link in the description and use the promotion code that's in the description. Just copy and paste that. Now, I should mention there's only 200 tickets available per day. So if you go to use the promo code and you can't get a ticket, wait till the next day. Don't wait until the day before the show to get your tickets, because otherwise you'll probably miss out on getting the 50% discount. All right. This thing is, well, interesting. I saw one of these in a car park in Australia. It was kind of camouflage, kind of not. This is the Hyundai, or Hyundai as we call it in Australia, Elexio SUV. It's applied for sales in China, but as you know, I mean, these are also being sold outside of China. But we know some details now. It's actually got a BYD battery and a hell of a lot of power, way more than I would have expected. Here's what we know so far. Hello, my friends. Great to have you with us. I'm Sam Evans. You're watching the Electric Viking. 312 horsepower. Not what I would have expected. Anyhow, BYD battery. We know that this is being made by Hyundai's Chinese joint venture partner called BAIC and Beijing Hyundai. So it's Hyundai, but not a Hyundai, if that makes sense.